It's King Live, it's my new endeavor, and I am going to rock forever. I just want to sing while I'm alive. It's King Life.
This is where the magic of entertainment time theater comes together. On the other side of this door, we have the Kings. And here they are. We have King Puff right over here, the original king, King John, and of course, Four. When I was a kid and I first saw the King performing, I was just mesmerized. From that point on, I forced my parents to take me for my birthday to Chuck E. Cheese up until the age of 12. On my 12th birthday, my parents took me to Chuck E. Cheese's and I walked into the room and there was no king.
Hello everybody, my name is the King. My beginnings started at Chuck E. Cheese Pizza in 1982. Unfortunately, they stopped making my brothers in 1985, when my then boss, Chucky, ordered all of us destroyed and thrown in the trash. I landed up decomposing in a warehouse for the next 20 years. Then, one day, in late 2015, one of my super fans purchased me.
And what do we have in here? It's the King! So after I got the first King and restored it and started putting content on YouTube, I got an email from the fans that loved what I was doing and said, hey, there's a second one. I was able to get that one. A couple months later, I landed up hearing from a man from Texas who loved the channel and just gave me 2 additional. So never in a million years did I think that I would actually even own one King robot, much less create so much production to the point to where I have 4 working animatronic, 9-foot tall, 700-pound robots in the same room. Okay, so Puff is the only king without teeth.
That's because you never made me any. I thought it was because of your diabetes, Puff. Hey man, now you want to mess with me too,
Stop, stop. We're trying to film, okay? Since the King was from the 80s, I try to create that aesthetic, that 80s vibe in the music video content that we put out. And also the back and forth of talking with the Kings.
Why must you always skip me? Can you not see me? I'm down here, yes?
Yes, John, we're saving you to last. You're the best.
Ah, yes, that's right. Don't you forget it.
All right. I also create all of the outfits for the King, all the different costumes. And it takes a lot of time, had to learn how to sew. All this stuff I didn't know how to do, but guess what? Where there's a will, there's a way, you learn. And because the Kings have their own dresser, they have their own closet where we keep all kinds of extra stuff. So we've got extra King parts, we've got King clothes, and some extra tales, because we have a ton of tales to tell. So in addition to these heavy pneumatic robots, it takes a lot of programming to make them do what you want. Here we have what is used to control the robots. We have HauntBots, which is an excellent company in controlling animatronics. All the robots work as pneumatic, which means air compression. So as you can tell, they are loud. They make a lot of sound, air sound, cylinder sound. His cylinders are huge in his legs. And then even when he strums, but with the music being loud, even in real life, even right now in real life, if we had the music on, you wouldn't be able to hear all the clicking and clacking. One thing that people might not know is that I create all the voices for all the characters on the YouTube channel, and that takes a lot of work. Go to watch the wizard, the King-tastic Wizard of Oz. We love all his vids, there is just watching your pod. Now we're working on the Wizard of Oz parody song, so let's start it and see how this goes. Subscribe to the Wizard of Oz. Subscribe to the Wizard of Oz.
Subscribe to the Wizard of Oz. Subscribe and watch amazing things. Then make sure and subscribe to the king. Subscribe to the Wizard of Oz. You've got to watch the wizard, the king-tastic Wizard of Oz. We love all his vids. There is just watching you'll applaud. You'll see all the things of Oz. The Wizard of Oz is top. You will applause, 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 applause. Because of the king-tastic things he does. You'll love to watch this wizard, the king-tastic Wizard of Oz. You'll love to watch this wizard, the king-tastic Wizard of Oz.
The reason why I wanted to reinvent the king is there was so much magic that was never even touched in the original production of these. There really was no production. Well, there was so much more magic that could be created that in my mind, I was even probably seen as a kid. And I basically collected all that in my head since then, and now I can bring it to life.
This ain't a song for the YouTube haters. I ain't gonna be just a king in the crowd. You're gonna hear my sound when I roar it out loud. It's King Love, it's my new endeavor, and I am going to rock forever. I just wanna sing while I'm alive. It's King Life.
Make sure and subscribe to the Wizard of Oz TV. He puts on a lot of cool stuff, man.